What's going on, YouTube? It's Got the Night here, coming at you with your first ever car review. It is my own personal vehicle. It is a 2002 Volkswagen Golf GTI 1.8 turbo. And man, is it noisy. Again, this is my personal vehicle, so it's the 3-inch downpipe to nothing but piping from the turbo back, you know, like it's just, that's how it is. And honestly, I love it. The turbo does baffle the noise a little bit on it. I do kind of wish I had a little more power in this vehicle. It is the stock tune with the 180 crank horsepower. Obviously, with it being old, it's probably doesn't have as good of horsepower, but who knows. I am running this vehicle, you know, I've stripped the interior as much as I can with keeping full interior, if that makes sense. So like I've stripped all the speakers, the speaker wire, sound deadening material. That's why it's so loud. And wow, it's bright out here because it is like 3 o'clock my time as I'm filming this, so school's getting on. There's a bunch of people around me right now, so I can't really get on it, but you know, getting on to the interstate like that, I was able to get onto it, get some boost going. So what is this car? Interior wise, it is definitely not a stock GTI. It has the R32 seats, which keep you nice and comfy and keep you in during corners, which is really nice. It's got the flat side R32 steering wheel, so no, it does not have the flat bottom, which personally I'm okay with. I kind of like the flat sides. It fits in my hand better. I have the R32 shift knob, and I've also did the GTI 20th anniversary trim all the way around here, and to me it looks actually very beautiful in here. I've tried to keep it as clean as I can. It's got the R32 floor mats, so I've put more money probably into the interior than I have really into mods. So to get into the mods, I have coilovers, and people are gonna hate on me for this. I have Raceland coilovers, and you know what? They actually work a lot better than the Coney and H&R combination that I had prior to the Raceland coilovers. After that, then I do actually have, at the moment, Audi TT front brakes, which is the 312 instead of the stock 288 millimeter that I had on the car, which immediately I could tell a huge difference. Now I do plan to go even bigger here soon. I do have R32 front calipers and carriers, and I also do have some 17Z front calipers off a Porsche Cayenne as well, which hopefully give me really good braking performance, because those are 6-piston here. All right, let's go this way, see if we can get into some turns here. Because I also do have the 25 millimeter sway bar in the rear, where this stock actually doesn't come with the rear sway bar at all. So that actually helped out the chassis quite a bit. The tires that I usually run on this are a lot different than are what is on the vehicle at the moment anyway. These are what are on the vehicle at the moment are 17-inch OEM Long Beach wheels is what we call them, with Nitto tires, which are summer tires, which gripping the road fantastically. The only downside is you know, being low, I do have some polyurethane bushings. You probably can hear it in the video a little bit, is kind of the creaking. Since I live up here in South Dakota, it does get a little colder, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. And for the performance, I really wanted good chassis response and stuff like that, and that's the beauty of them. They do make the car feel very responsive, and they just work so well, and I love it. Now, once we can get out of my way, hopefully we can get into some twisties. So I will be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. I just needed to allow those cars to get far ahead of me here, because we have some nice bumpy turns here. Woo! Just test out these. Ooh, that keeps you in. Man, that's planned for a front-wheel drive car. Can't tell you how fast I was going there. As you saw there, it was a 25 mile an hour zone there. Well, turn. So, woo! So now we're gonna come up here on some more twisties. Ah, that car did not get ahead of me enough. This car it was my first car I ever owned, like outright owned. I'll be honest with you, yes, it was my graduation present. So yes, mommy and daddy did buy it. I will fully admit that. You know, I was fortunate enough back in high school where my parents had, you know, we weren't rich, but we had a decent amount of money where I was able to have a car. You know, this was the fourth one they bought me. Again, that makes me sound like a rich snob, and now that I listen to myself, it really does, but oh well. All right, so that car got up there enough, I think. Yeah, so let's get into this twisty. Gonna watch behind me there. All right, let's go. On this small ash. There comes a car. I don't like to speed too much when there's oncoming traffic, just because cops in my area aren't the nicest. You know, they can be quite nice, don't get me wrong, but they're not the nicest. They will ticket me like crazies. Now back to the car. It's on a stock tune, so there's really not a whole lot to brag about with power. It's an MK4. It's a really nicely balanced chassis. Again, it's nothing fancy, but it works. The handling from the factory when I first got this vehicle, it was all factory. And honestly, guys, it wasn't that great. Once I started putting in the suspension mods onto the vehicle, it actually livened it up quite a bit. It actually sticks to the road. I don't get that much understeer anymore after I installed the rear sway bar, which is really nice as well. Just because this car, before that, understeered like crazy. But the also other downside is this is an open differential car. So I talk about wanting more power. The way I have this set up is really balanced for this amount of power. I'm able to autocross it very well. I'm able to stop on a dime, and I'm just able to have fun. I get, as David Patterson would say, smiles per gallon. Now, that's all I got on this car, guys. What do you guys think? Do you own an MK4? Do you agree with some of the things that I've said in this review? I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. So make sure you like this video if you liked it, so I know to do more car reviews. And if you don't, let me know. What can I do different? So this is Gut the Night, guys. Signing out.